Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me? Yes, no. Great. Welcome to the semester and welcome to the course of software engineering. And we have a journey of software engineering. And inshallah, I hope so. We both enjoy two ways. I learn from you and you learn from me. So normally a professor used to say that you are beginning this course with a beginner. This is one of the saying from a famous professor. So I follow that. And good morning. Course name is Software Engineering 1 and prerequisite 250. The textbook is Software Engineering by Somerville and there is 10th edition as well available. You can use that. And the reference book is Software Engineering by Pressman. 8th edition is available. You can use that. So I may change to 8th edition. Two thousand 15 it's published, and you can use my book as well. Let me show you. This is my book. You can use this book as well. This is my lecture notes. Let me go back to the outline. Course objective. Objective of this course is to study software engineering principles and techniques used in the specification, design, and testing of software systems. Major software development methodologies are reviewed, including requirements, analysis, specification, design, testing, and documentation. Let me have the content. Introduction to software engineering, requirements engineering, software modeling and architectural design, distributed software engineering, software reuse, interface design, software testing, quality management, configuration management, and service-oriented architecture. So these are the 10 main topics. Then we have course learning outcomes from the ABIT requirements. I'm not going to read it. You can read by yourself. So mapping of the topics I just showed you, that from where you can read. I know students love to read books, especially FCIT students. Introduction to Software Engineering, chapters 1, 2, and 3 from Somerville, chapters 1, 2, and 3 by Pressman, Requirements Engineering, chapter 4 by Somerville, chapter 5, 6, and 7 by Pressman, Modeling and Architecture Design 5-6 from Somerville and 8-9-10 from Pressman. Distributed Software Engineering chapters 18-19 from Somerville. Reuse 16-17 by Somerville. Interface 11 by Pressman. Software Testing chapter 8 by Somerville. Chapter 17-20 by Pressman. Quality Management chapter 24. Configuration Management chapter 25 and Service-Oriented Architecture chapter 19. That is the mapping of topics with the chapters. And this is student outcomes from the Abbott SOJ, SOK, SOM. You can read by yourself. Up to now, we have marks distribution that I was agreed with my instructors in the previous semester, spring 21. Sound is not clear? Can you hear me? It's clear. So for some students, if it is not clear, maybe they have a problem with their headphone. We have mid and final 30 marks, 30 marks. Lab 10 marks, assignment 10 marks, project which is a group project 20 marks. So that's your 100%. So mid and final will be conducted in FCIT, physically on campus. Lectures initially we have online, maybe, I'm not sure, as per the instructions of the chairman, Raisul Kism, that maybe we switch from online to on campus during the semester or maybe next semester. So it's still not final. So I can't say anything about that. Any question up to here? Yeah, this is what they are saying. But it depends on the vaccination of students. If they have 2 doses, then we can have on campus. If they don't have 2 doses, then we cannot have on campus classes. This is what is in discussion with the chairman and the top management. But I will let you know if we switch from online to on campus, and definitely you know from other resources as well. Yes, this is what I'm expecting. So any question up to here regarding the outline, regarding the marks distribution? Any question? Very good. Let me go to your assignment. There is a instructions. For example, what I need from you, that this is the table of contents for your assignment. You have introduction, main functionalities, architecture. For example, if your topic is comparison between Kotlin and Swift, so then there is a comparison, advantages and disadvantages, conclusion, references. So this is the table of contents, topic number, page number. This is TOC, table of contents. TOC, table of contents. For your assignment, what I need, what topics I need from you. Now, for example, in the body, introduction, the first heading, 12 font size and style should be Times New Roman. This is your first statement. You took from some reference from resource, internet, or like your textbook, Pressman, Somerville, or my book, for example. By the end, when you finish the first paragraph of the first statement, you have to mention the reference number, like reference number 1. Like your whole first paragraph is from reference 1, then let it go. Then you have second paragraph. You started the second paragraph, then you can see there is a space before the English word, and here you can see there is a space here, and then you have the reference. So it should not be attached like this. It's wrong. It should be space and then full stop. Some students, they have full stop here, and then they have reference number. This is wrong. This is galat. So you have space and then reference number and then full stop. You can see in the even the second reference. So like you have 4, 5, 6 references within your body. So you have at the end reference list, references, topic number 7. Reference number 1, space, R.S. Pressman, author name, comma, software engineering, a practitioner's approach, the book name, 7th edition or 8th edition, comma, McGraw-Hill, the publisher name, country of publishing. So there is a comma here. And here, yes, you can use IEEE style, but I'm trying to teach you how to cite a reference. You can follow IEEE, wonderful. No problem is there. There are so many referencing style. IEEE is the best, but for example, you can use this template, this reference for style as well. And then you can see here, comma, the title of the book name here. Here is a comma, and then there is a double quote, and then space. If edition is only one edition, no need to mention the edition. Publisher name, comma, country of publishing, comma, year of publishing, and then full stop. And then second reference, for example, Microsoft Inc., role of Ajax development. If it is website, URL, complete URL. Copy from the internet, from the Google, copy paste here as it is, URL. Access date, for example, you may have 30 today, and it's 9/8/21. So that's the today's date. This is the way you will cite a reference. Now there are few instructions. It's a research assignment, individual. Project is group, assignment is individual. Select a topic and prepare a document based on your understanding. You cannot copy paste. No copy paste. If plagiarism, copy paste is found more than 20%, I will check using plagiarism detection software. You will get 0 out of 10. Very clear. References must be available at the last page. Minimum 5 references must be used within the text and the reference page. Wikipedia and Webpedia are not reliable references because anybody can change, you can change. So there is no authenticity of Wikipedia and Webpedia. So don't use that. Submit type document. No handwritten document is acceptable. It's individual. Submit me in electronic form before the presentation at my email address rmuhammad@ku.edu.sa. Use 12 font size. This is 12 font size. If you can see here, this is font size 12, style times New Roman. So 12 font size and style is times New Roman. Deadline to submit is 3 weeks before the final exam, but it's better you show me the progress throughout the semester. As much you complete, show me. Otherwise, nom quiz. So people take the assignment, select the topic, after that they sleep, and then before the deadline, 1 week before or 1 day before, 2 days before, they wake up, they say, oh, there is a deadline, and then they start working, and it's scrap, garbage, garbage in, garbage out, and normally they get 0, 2, 3, 4, 5 marks. So if you want 10 marks, you have to work hard. This is about the some instructions. Let me go to the topics. There are 15 topics, and I don't know how many students. Up to now, I think there are 10 students. 7 are present. Comparison of Kotlin and Swift programming languages. Ajax development and its implementation with examples. Comparison of Microsoft Dynamics, SAP, and Oracle Finance. People pronounce it SAP. SAP is wrong. It is SAP. And Oracle Finance and its implementation with examples. Comparison of CVS, SVN, VSS, and GitHub and its implementation with examples. Comparison of various complexities like cyclomatic complexity and CK using examples. Integrating Eclipse with Delta V to handle versioning of software using examples. Comparison of MVC, MVP, and MVVM and its implementation with examples. Java Business Suite and its implementation with examples. Comparison of Docker and other existing integrated frameworks and its implementation with examples. Comparison of AnyUnit and Fitness automated test tools with examples. Comparison of Flutter, Ionic, and React Native frameworks with examples. Heroku, Cloud Application Platform and its implementation with examples. Comparison of Jenkins and Vagrant, automated testing framework tools and their implementations. Comparison of Chef, Ansible, Puppet, StarStack, and Terraform tools. DevOps automation in software development with its advantages and disadvantages. So you can select one. First come, first serve, FIFO, first in, first out. As you have studied in operating system, we have FIFO and LIFO. So it's a FIFO. So first come, first serve. So if you select, for example, first topic, Jazir, he select Kotlin and Swift. So it's assigned to him. No other student can take the same topic. And for example, Al-Walid, he selected Ajax. So it's assigned to him. Then for example, Saeed, he selected Docker. So it will be assigned to him. No other students can take it. So you have 1 week, the first week to select your topic. You have to make a group on WhatsApp. So I share the resources with you. My number is 0536474921. You can make a group, add me and send me the invitation. As early you will make the group, as early I will send you. So this is about the assignment. Any question?
Yeah, doctor.
Yes.
About the resources. How can
Yes.
is there and have to be an official resource, or I can take from every site or what?
You can take from any source for this assignment. You can use IEEE, you can use ACM, elsewhere, you can use any book, but not Wikipedia, Webpedia. You can use Microsoft website, you can use, for example, there is Amazon resources available, IBM resources available, there is HP resources available. You can use any resource, but it should be authorized, not like Wikipedia, Webpedia.
Okay, clear.
Okay, fine. Any other
Fine,
question
thank you.
from any student? Thank you. Welcome. Always. Any student? Any student has any other question? Any student? Any question? Has question? Welcome. Very good. So let's begin our journey about the course. Alhamdulillah, I will try my level best to teach you the best of the best knowledge and state of the art. Okay, as you know, my name is Professor Dr. Rizwan, and this is my pet course, and I'm teaching it around almost 20 years plus by the grace of Allah. And my students are working in Microsoft, in top companies in Dubai, in USA, UK, Australia, Taiwan, Korea, India, Saudi Arabia, Dubai. So let's have journey. Okay. Mm. Our course is composed of two words. That is software and engineering. So I will divide them in separately and then we will define them together. You already have taken a course 250 and you already covered 220 introduction to IT and databases and so many courses before taking this course. How to define software? There is a rule of my lecture. If I ask question to student like Yazid, Mashal, answer should not come from Yazid Khalufa or from Said Umar. If I ask question to Said, answer should not come from Yazid, vice versa. So, and then I will call by name. Only that student is allowed to answer. You can type your answer, you can use mic, but one student at a time when I call it. If I say open, then you may raise hand, or if you are the first one, then I will listen you and then the other student will answer. So one by one, I will call by name. Don't answer without my permission. Objective of this session is not to ask question to that student who knows. Objective of this session is to ask that student who doesn't know, because this is the best psychologically teaching methodology, that if you don't know or you forget, if it is asked you to you and then it is answered you or it's told you, then you will remember it, because you have in your memory there is a mistake that you forget or you don't know. So this is malum and mafi malum, is there is a difference. So wait for my permission and then answer. If I call, then you can answer. So what is software? Let me have Bandar Mamdu. Yes, you may type, you may have used mic as you like. Bandar Mamdu. If you don't know, just type no, I don't know. Then I will ask to the next student. Yes, no. Bandar Mamdu. Okay. No, Mr. Bandar Mamdu, can you hear me? Yes, no. Said Umar. Mr. Said, can you hear me? Yes. How to define software? I'm starting from the zero. Software is an application. So what is an application? Application is a software, vice versa? Okay, no problem. Fahad Saeed. No problem. You tried. It's wonderful. This is the best way to learn. Try again. Yeah, Mr. Fahad. How to define software?
I think you can say like it's a set of instructions that you can do programs with and help you to use the computer.
Very good. Wonderful. Majid Abdullah. Majid Abdullah. Yes, Mr. Majid. How to define software? Okay, Yazid, a program. Software is a program and program is a software. Am I correct? Yazid Khalufa. I don't know I'm pronouncing it correct
Yes,
or
doctor.
not. Yes, Mr. Yazid, it's Yazid Khalufa or what? How you pronounce your name?
Khaloufa?
Khalufa is
Is it
correct?
Khalouf? Yes.
Khuluf. Okay. Okay, I will
Yes.
say Yazid. Yazid 1, Yazid 2, plus plus. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. How to define software?
Is a set of program help to use the hardware.
Wonderful. Okay, Yazid Mashal. Yes, Mr. Yazid. Set of instructions to make a task. Wonderful. Okay. Let us it's a set of instructions grouped, organized, arranged. Anyone. It's a synonym. You can use any word together in a logical manner. So you, in your definition, logic was missing. Most of the students said it's a set of instructions. Wonderful. But set of instructions organized or grouped, arranged together in a logical manner to perform a specific task. So I may add a word here, specific task. Logic is lazim. Without logic, software will not work. In Arabic, logic is called mantak. So how to define logic? Mr. Al-Walid Khalid. Mr. Al-Walid Khalid, can you hear me? Yes, no. Al-Walid Khalid Muhammad Amin. Okay, Bandar Mamdu. Mr. Bandar, can you hear me? Or English, Angelezi Mushkil? Okay, no problem. Said Umar. Yeah, Mr. Said, how to define logic, mantak? It's hard. No. Okay, Majid Abdullah Musa. It's hard to explain. This is the style, this is the tactic. This is what I am teaching you. Okay. You know, but it's hard to explain. Mr. Majid Abdullah. Okay, Yazid Mashal. Yazid Mashal. Truth is logic. No. Mr. Yazid Khalufa.
Yes, doctor. It's step by step to solve any problem.
That's algorithm. Not
Yes,
the logic.
just confusion.
Okay, okay, wonderful. At least you try. So this is the best way to learn. Try again. Okay. Logic is mantak, something that makes sense. Something that makes sense. This is generic in general. For example, 1 plus 1 equal 2. If I say 1 plus 1 equal 3, that does not make sense. 2 plus 2 equal 4. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. 2 plus 2 equal 4. If I say 2 plus 2 equal 5, that does not make sense. Now, technically, in software, what is logic? It's a scientific study of reasoning process, reason, arguments, justification to reach a conclusion or goal. We reason, we argue, we justify to make a goal or conclusion, to reach a conclusion. For example, I am teaching you by a methodology, it's called analogical reasoning. One of the reasoning style, analogical reasoning. Sabab. Reason by example. Reason by example. I will relate each topic with some example. I will relate my topic with some example. That is the analogical reasoning, reason by example. So we have reasoning to reach a conclusion or goal. Like, for example, Masalan, I want to go London, or I want to go New York airport, or for example, Heathrow airport. So I want to make a booking on Saudi Airline or Emirates Airline or Etihad Airline. So I have two ways: by cost, by time. If I am in hurry, jaldi, I want direct flight. So my goal is to reach London or New York, USA. That is my destination. Like GPS, use this style. it takes the routes, like to go to King Abdulaziz University Suleimania campus. There are so many routes. So it will tell you that this route, like by Palestine or by Tahliya or Medina or Abdullah Road, this is the, or Makkah highway, this is the traffic load. You will take 15 minutes. This route you will take 30 minutes. This route you will take 25 minutes. So goal is set, and then GPS will track. It will argue the path, use the traffic satellite, and then it will tell you that this is the shortest, but it may take more time. This is the long path, but you will reach there within this time. Like internet, use this style. Router is a device that will tell you, that will transfer your data from source to destination, but maybe it will take longer route. Like traffic is, if one route has more traffic, it will take longer route, but data will reach to the destination as early as possible. So that is the same, it uses the logic. So router is an intelligent device. GPS is intelligent device, it uses the logic. Our brain, our mukh, it also has logic. We don't accept illogical thing that our brain does not accept, like Islam. It is as per the human nature. If somebody will tell you something that your brain doesn't accept, that means this is illogical, it's not acceptable, because Islam is logical. Something has sense, something has reason. Like for example, don't drink water during your lunch too much. So there is a reason. Don't drink water while standing. There is a reason. Don't talk too much during food, taking food, lunch or any food. There is a reason. So every what is called action, every way of life has some reason that is logical. Our brain accepts that. So this is logic, reasoning to reach a conclusion or goal. That's the logic. How many types of logic we have in software engineering? Types of logic. Let me ask to Al-Walid Khalid. Yes, Mr. Al-Walid. How many types of logic we have in software engineering? Bandar Mamdouh. Said Umar. 4. Can you name them, Mr. Al-Walid Khalid? Ism. Name of those types of logic. Okay, no problem. Said Umar. Fahad Said. Yeah, Mr. Fahad, how many types of logic we have in software engineering?
I agree with Walid, it's 4, but actually the only type that I remember is the multi-valued logic.
Okay. Can you give me example? Masalan. Any example in any application? Like I gave you example of router, I gave you example of GPS, I gave you example of human brain, mukh,
Yes, like
the intelligence.
like when you hear something, but in the same time you're working on something else. Like when
Okay.
you hear
Multitasking.
Yes, like multitasking. Tasking.
Okay, no problem. Majid Abdullah. Mr. Majid Abdullah. Yazid Khalufa.
I have no idea, Doctor.
No problem. Say no. Yazid Mashal. Mr. Yazid Mashal. Yes, no. No problem. We have two types of logic in software engineering, which is most widely practiced. We have processing logic and we have business logic. What is processing logic? Logic. This is my style, question answer, question answer. This is the best way to learn. It's called interactive lecture and brainstorming. Instead, I just speak one-way traffic and you will sleep within 5 minutes. Majid Abdullah, processing logic. Any idea? Okay, Mr. Fahad Said. Just write no in short. Yes, then answer. Processing logic.
I think the logic of the process, if it's makes sense and have a connection with the other process or not, or it will make you go to the goal of the uh, application itself.
Okay. Al Walid Khalid. Bandar Mamdu. Yeah. Yes, BO. What is BO? Oh, no. Okay, okay. Bandar Mamdu. Bandar Mamdu. Okay, Yazid Mashal. Okay. Processing logic is you have arithmetic operators in programming. The formulation, the formulas, like we have basic mathematical operations, plus, minus, multiply, divide, plus, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, average, mod, the formulas, the formulation. So we have plus, minus, multiply, divide. Like for example, masalan, you go to the cash counter of any superstore like Panda, Hyper Panda, Danube, Carrefour, Lulu. These are the popular superstores in Jeddah. You reach the cash counter, you have trolley, cart. In your trolley or cart, you have items like milk, tea, apple, chicken, mutton, bakery item. So the cashier has a scanner, barcode reader. He will scan first item, price, plus second item price, third, fourth. If you have more than one item, like you have 2 milk or laban or yogurt or tea, coffee, he will multiply with 2 or 3 as many items, the same item you have. So plus, 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 then you have the bill. Like for example, 100 riyal. You have, for example, 500 riyal. 500 minus 100. 400 riyal is the balance. So he will give you 400 riyal. You will take the receipt Thank you very much. Next customer. So plus minus the basic. You go to the ATM system, ATM machine. So you have money inside the bank, your account. So you have, for example, you want to withdraw 5,000 real. This is the max within 24 hours. So you withdraw 5,000 minus from your actual amount. So that's minus. You deposit some machine, you can deposit, or you go to the bank, they will deposit the money in your account. So plus, yes, total amount minus. So it's basic mathematical operation, minus, plus, minus. In your grade, you have GPA. So you have plus, 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 and then you have the total marks divided by the total number. You can calculate the average. So basic mathematical operation, that is the processing. Sum of two number, calculate salary. For example, basic pay, allowances, like for example, transport allowance, health allowance, housing allowance, education allowance, and the total gross salary. Now there is a tax. In Saudi Arabia, we don't have tax. VAT. It's called VAT, value added tax. Value added tax. So whatever you purchase plus the tax, that is the processing, basic, plus, and that you have this price. So the cost plus VAT, that is the retail price to selling price. So that is the processing logic. Now we go to the business logic. What is business logic? Said Umar. How to define business logic? No idea, no problem. Al-Walid Khalid. Majid Abdullah. Oh, no problem. Majid Abdullah. Okay, Jadid Mashal. Jadid Khalufa. No. Okay. Rules or constraints. Rules or constraints. To run a business, such as we have hiring rules, hiring rules, firing rules. Then to have business like franchise, KFC, McDonald's, there are rules. So there are rules or constraints to run a business. Like in order to calculate salary, we have contract, hiring contract. As per the contract, whatever the designation you have, like in King Abdulaziz, we have professor, associate professor, assistant professor, lecturer, TA, teaching assistant, and we have admin, administrative staff. So we have contract. According to the contract, salary is calculated. Processing logic is the same for all employees, but business logic is different for all employees. According to the contract, salary is calculated and variables will get the value and do the calculation, the processing, and the salary will be calculated and transferred to your bank account, like Samba is the official bank account to transfer salary in King Abdulaziz. So professor, you have 1 year experience or 0 experience, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and then you have some extra earning, extra hours or extra benefits. So that's calculated and then salary is calculated. So business value contract, according to the contract rules, salary is calculated, the processing logic will get the value and the salary is transferred to the employee's account. And same is the tax. We have initially 5% tax. Now we have 15% tax. So processing logic is the same, but business logic is changed. Now tax is 15. So it will get 15% value and then amount, the price is calculated, cost is calculated, and the customer will pay that and he will receive the item. Another example, taqseed, leasing, like car leasing, is very popular in Saudi Arabia, and Latif Jameel is very popular company in Saudi Arabia for Toyota company, Lexus. Latif Jameel, you can go and you can have contract leasing, taqseed, 1 year to 5 years. You can have 1 year lease, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, up to 5 years. So for example, they have 5 different type of customers. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Processing logic is the same to calculate the installment amount. Like for example, you have 1 year lease, your monthly installment will be more because it's 1 year. If it is 5 years, your monthly installment will be less because there are 5 years. But actual cost for 5 years will be much higher than the 1 year. And the down payment will be different for 1 year and 5 year. So like 1 year customer has monthly installment 10,000 Riyal. And there is a 2 year customer, yes, and there is 2 year customer as, like for example, 8,000 SAR. Is 3 year like 6,000 SAR. 4 year maybe 4,000 SAR. If it is 1 year, maybe it's 2,000 SAR. So in this way, you have 10,000, 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, 2,000. There are 2 ways to pay the monthly installment to Latif Jameel. There is a cash counter at different showrooms like Makkah, Old Makkah Road. They have showroom, Latif Jameel. You go to cash counter and you will tell him your ID, your name, and the amount you will pay. So he will take the amount and check your contract. If it is the same, he will take the money and will give you receipt. There is another way, online. You can pay through your bank like Samba or Arab National Bank or Al Ahli. Now Samba Al Ahli is the same. So when you pay, if you have 10,000 monthly installment and you try to pay 4,000 or 2,000, system will check the contract, and then if it is less than the contract, system will not accept, because as per the business logic you are trying to pay less amount. Processing logic is the same for all types of customers, but business logic is different for each type of customer. So that's the business logic. Another example. Then you have franchise, KFC, McDonald's, Subway, Starbucks, in Saudi Arabia, in all over the world, Pakistan, India, Sri Lanka, Dubai, Malaysia. Franchise like KFC is American. They have head office in America. You are in Saudi Arabia, you have money, and you want to open a branch of KFC. And you say, I want to open a branch in Jeddah or Khubar or, for example, Makkah or Medina. They will ask you that recipe, the formula to cook chicken, that will be by KFC. You have your investment, brand name KFC. So you have 60-40% profit. 60% you will take, 40% KFC will take, or 50-50, like 50% they will take, 50% you will take. So in this way, you have contract. Now you have business. As per the business, the profit, processing logic will be the same, but business logic for each type of customer they have throughout the world is different. That's the business logic. Any question up to here? Very good. Yes.
We can say like we use the processing logic to create the business logic.
No.
So how?
You have business logic in another module, and then from the business logic, the processing logic, the formula will receive the value, and then it will do the calculation. Like salary, you have business logic, contract for each type of employee, like 10,000 real salary, 20,000 real salary, 30,000 real salary, 40,000 real, 50,000 real. So according to the contract, the values will come in the processing logic, the formula to calculate the salary, and then like employee number 1, salary is 50,000. It will go to the processing logic, salary is calculated, transferred to the bank. Second employee, 40,000. It will come to the processing logic, salary will be calculated in terms of basic pay, allowances. Maybe allowances are different for 2 employees. Like for foreigners, if you have passport from advanced countries like America, Canada, Europe, UK, you have 150% extra allowance. So now processing is the same. Like I have Pakistani passport, I am receiving 100% extra allowance. But a guy who has UK passport or USA passport or Canadian passport, he will get 150. Now his allowance is different than my allowance. So according to the contract, the value will come in processing logic to calculate the salary. If it is like me, it will reach 100%. If it is like employee like Vijay, there is a Dr. Vijay in CS department. He has 150% because he has UK passport. So his allowance will be 150, and then processing logic will be calculated, and salary will be calculated and transferred to the account. You understand?
Yeah, now it's clear. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question from any other student? Any question from any other student? There is a business logic module and there is a processing logic module. Like Amazon, another example. There is a business logic for different items like books, cosmetics, electronics. To calculate price, processing logic is the same, but business logic is different for each item on Amazon. Then there are different merchants who sold their items over Amazon. Then there is a contract between Amazon and the merchants. According to the contract, their profits are divided and shared among them. You purchase a book, another customer purchase microwave, third customer purchase chocolate, fourth customer purchase headphone, laptop. Price calculating formula, processing logic. Formula is the same for all items, but business logics are different for each item. Understand? Same for Danube, Carrefour, Lulu, Hyper Panda, Panda. Okay. Now we move to, so we have understood processing logic and the business logic. So scientific study of reasoning process to reach a conclusion. So software is set of instructions in a logical manner. That's the software. Now you have engineering, word engineering. We have diploma and we have engineering. What is the difference between diploma and engineering? Al-Walid Khalid. Said Umar. Fahad Said. Yazid Mashal. No, I'm asking in terms of knowledge, how they are different. Like, for example, we have mechanical engineering and mechanical diploma. Electrical engineering, electrical diploma. Computer engineering, computer diploma. Civil engineering, civil diploma. Architectural engineering, architectural diploma. So how they are different in terms of knowledge? What they study differently? Okay, diploma is less than the engineering, less knowledge. What is the difference in the knowledge? No, that's not the difference, only the 2 years or 3 years or 4 years. What they study different. Okay. Mechanical, for example, there is a mechanic. If you have problem in your engine, you go to the mechanic, like car engine. He will fix it. Whatever the problem, engine is knocking or engine has leakage. But if you ask him to change the design of engine, he can't. Because he never studied. But if you ask mechanical engineer, yes, diploma is more applied side. They have more lab sessions, practical sessions, but they don't have studied theory in terms of changing the design of engine. Mechanical engineer can do that. Yes. Electrical diploma, there is a circuit like carbide. I think in Arabic, electrician is called carbide. If you have problem in your circuit, he can fix the circuit. There is a short circuit, he will change the wire or whatever. If you ask him to change the design of circuit, he can't do that. That electrical and electronic engineers can do that because they have studied to change the design of circuit to make it short or optimized circuit. Optimized circuit. Same, yes, because they never studied. But as an engineer, you have studied like software. There is a guy who took diploma in programming like Java or .NET, PHP, Ruby, Python. He knows how to do coding. But you ask him to change the design of system, he can't do that because he never studied. He learned how to do coding using Java or .NET or PHP, but he doesn't know how to do the analysis and design of system. So engineering is analysis, design, and implementation skill. Analysis, design, and implementation skills. So that's the engineering. Now we know software, we know engineering. How to define software engineering? Analysis, design, and development or implementation skill. Now, how to define software engineering? Mr. Fahd Said. We know software, we know engineering.
I think you can say like the analysis of the software and design implementation of the program.
Okay, very fine. Mr. Majid Abdullah. Jazid Khalufa. Yeah, Mr. Majid, how to define software engineering? Jazid Mashal. Okay, Said Umar. Anyone, now it's open. Now it is open. According to the Pressman, which is the godfather of software engineering, software engineering is the use of sound engineering principles to develop high quality software. This is for those people who already know about software engineering, who already have knowledge, because his book title is Software Engineering, a Practitioner's Approach. That is mean they are already graduated students and they are working in the software companies industry. So they know software engineering principles. So according to this definition, if you apply software engineering principles, result will be high quality software. That is the only good thing in this definition. Before I will go for my definition, I learned from this sound mean solid or standard. Solid or standard engineering principles to develop high quality software. So from this definition, the thing I like that if you apply software engineering principles, result will be high quality software. If you don't apply software engineering principles, result will be low quality software. So this is what I like from this definition. Otherwise, for a student as a beginner, you don't know about software engineering principles, like you say, what do you mean by solid? Or what do you mean by sound engineering principles? Quality is a buzzword. Quality is a buzzword. Everybody has different understanding. How to define quality? Al-Walid Khalid. How to define quality? Said Umar. More efficiency. Okay, define quality by using good requirements. Majid Abdullah. Yazid Khalufa. Yazid Mashal. Set of standards. Okay, now it's open. Anyone who wants to answer. Anyone who wants to answer. Quality means fitness for the purpose. Quality means fitness for the purpose. The product must function as per the customer requirements. Customer must be happy. So fitness for the purpose, for the product the customer is purchasing, it should work, it should function according to his requirements. Customer must be satisfied, customer must be happy, customer must be satisfied. Yes, if you apply quality standards, the result will be high quality. Customer must be satisfied, customer must be happy. Like you purchase a car, if it is working according to your expectations, your requirements, your family size or consumption, fuel consumption, it's economical, less maintenance, yes, these are the quality standards. But without quality standards, you can have quality once you apply standards like standard software engineering principles. You can have high quality software. This quality standards, ISO and other standards, they have debate. So I will discuss them later. Right now, just to understand the basic concept of quality, that the product or software must function, must work as per the customer requirements, according to customer requirements. Like, yes, for example, I am teaching, you are customers, you must be satisfied, you must be happy with the lecture content, you must learn, you must gain the knowledge. If you don't learn from this course, you don't learn anything from the lectures, that means my lecture is of poor quality. But if you are satisfied, you are happy, that means lecture is standard, it's a quality lecture. You gain something, you learn something. So that's the quality of lecture, quality of education. Same car, same computer, laptop, microphone, mobile phone, any product you purchase, it should work according to your requirements. You must be satisfied, you must be happy. That means the product is high quality. Like Apple products are high quality, Samsung products are high quality, IBM, Microsoft, Facebook, YouTube, STC, Toyota company, Ford company, Ferrari. So there are different manufacturers. So car or products should be of high quality. Customer must be happy, customer must be satisfied for what they are paying. You purchase some software, if it is not working according to your requirements, that means this software is of poor quality. So if it is not meeting the needs of customer, that is the quality. Now, according to the definition by Pressman, if you applied sound or standard engineering principles, the result will be poor quality. But if you apply, result will be of high quality. Okay, that's the. Now I will go to my definition for software engineering. That software engineering is composed of processes, or there is another name of processes, I will add here standard. Is the composed of software engineering is composed of standard processes or methodologies, techniques, and tools to develop highly economical, reliable, and efficient software. So I break down the quality with few attributes, that is economical, reliable, and efficient. And according to my definition, software engineering must have processes, standard processes, standard techniques, and standard tools. What you were asking about sound principles, these are the principles that you apply standard methodologies, standard techniques, and standard tools. And the quality, it should be economical, it should be reliable, and it should be efficient. Okay, any question about today's lecture? I will continue from here, inshallah, in the next lecture. Time is up. Except this slide, the previous content, what we have covered, any question? Any question from any student? Even though throughout the lecture we have question answer. Thank you very much. You have make a group of WhatsApp? Yes. So I will send you the resources today, inshallah. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you.